Hi class 1 and 2, we're going to do some art today. And in art, we're going to be learning about something called tints. And I'm going to teach you what that word is today. We're also going to be learning about a new artist that we haven't learned about before called Paul Klee. Now, I bet you know what the primary colours are. We've done them lots, haven't we? We've got red, yellow and blue, the primary colours. And then we've got the secondary colours, and we make the secondary colours by mixing the primary colours, don't we? And we've been learning about the secondary colours too. So today we are going to be learning about something called tints. And we are going to be learning how to mix white with another colour to make a tint. So you're going to need your white paint today. So we're going to be mixing white to another colour which makes a tint. So if we were to start with purple and we were to slowly add a little bit of white, we would get a tint of purple, which is basically a different type of purple, a lighter purple. And if we added more white, it would make it lighter. And if we added more white, it would make it lighter and lighter and lighter till you'd get a very pale purple. The same would happen if you did it to green. If you added white to green, you'd get a pale white, a pale green, wouldn't you? And it would get more pale and more pale. And these are called tints. So we've got tints of purple, tints of green, tints of yellow, tints of blue, and tints of red. Now you can see some children here wearing some clothes, and in the first picture it goes from quite a bright blue, and as you go down the pictures it goes from bright to pale, and these are all different tints of the same colour. They're tints of blue. Now here, if we start with red and you add a little bit of white to red, you get what colour? You get pink, don't you? So pink plus white is red. So pink is like a tint of red. Now, do you recognise this type of art? These two paintings are by Mark Rothko that we did the other week. Now, the first painting is very, very bright, isn't it? And it makes you feel quite bright and happy, doesn't it? The other painting that Mark Rothko did, he's used tints of colours, and they're a lot paler and a lot softer, and these types of colours can make you feel a lot calmer. They're calming colours because they're pale. Now we're going to be learning about Paul Klee, and this is Paul Klee as a little boy. And Paul Klee was born in Switzerland in 1879, which was 142 years ago. His father was a music teacher and his mum was a singer. And as a child, Paul Klee was a very talented violin player. When he was 17, he decided he wanted to be an artist, but he was worried that he wasn't good enough at painting because he couldn't make his pictures look realistic. It is hard, I must agree, to make your pictures look like the real thing. So eventually, Paul Klee, this is a picture of him here, realised that he could create art and express himself using simple shapes and colours. So his paintings were not realistic. They didn't look like the real thing, but he liked using shape and colours to make his artwork, just like this one here. What types of colours can we see? Do you think these colours are pale or are they bright? What do you think? I think they're quite bright, aren't they, these colours on this particular picture? So the pictures that he created are what we call abstract art because they don't look like the real thing. They are abstract. So he was an abstract artist. Here's a painting here. Do you think these are bright colours or do you think these are pale colours? I think these are pale colours. I think he's used tints here. I think he has started with a colour and he's added white to the colour to make it paler, to create tints. What do you think about this one? Do you think this is bright or do you think this is pale? Some of it is a bit bright, like the blues, but then he's added white to create paler blues and paler yellows and paler greys and greens, hasn't he? It's quite a pale picture here. What about this one? This one I think is quite bright. I can see quite a lot of bright colours here. So he didn't just create pale pictures with tints. He used bright colours as well. This is abstract art, isn't it? What is this a picture of? It's a face. Now, does it look like a real face? It doesn't. It doesn't. It's abstract, isn't it? It's an abstract piece of art. This is a very weird picture as well. He's used pale colours and a few bright colours. But this picture makes me laugh because can you see at the top of the picture here, the man is holding his head. What a strange picture. This is definitely an abstract piece of art, isn't it? Now here's a painting which is of the evening sunset. Now can you see the sky starts off with a dark blue, and as you go down the picture he's added a little bit of white, a little bit more white, a little bit more white. He's made the colours paler and paler, and the same he's done with the yellow. Down here it's a dark yellow, and as you come up it gets paler and paler and paler. What a clever picture. Now then, you are going to be doing something similar today. You're going to be painting with tints today. So you are going to need a piece of paper. You are going to need some paints. You're going to need two colours. You're going to need a white and another colour of your choice. It doesn't have to be blue. It can be a different colour. You're going to need some paintbrushes. You're going to need some water to wash your paintbrushes and something to dry them with, okay? So you are basically going to be creating a picture using blue or a colour of your choice, but here I've decided to use blue as an example, and white. And painting tints of a colour plus white is going to be what you're doing today. So here's an example for you. So we've got blue right at the top. Now, how would you describe this top blue? I would say it's quite a dark blue, isn't it? And as you go down, they get paler and paler and paler till all you've got is white. Here's another example for you. We're going to start off with a darker blue. Draw a big long strip of blue. Then you're going to add a little bit of white, but not too much, and draw another strip. Then you're going to add a little bit more white and paint another strip, and a bit more white to paint some more strips. And as you can see, it starts off dark and goes paler and paler and paler. So you've got lots of different tints of blue. Here's another example, but we've started off with a much darker blue. You might have a different blue to this as well. And they've painted strips of blue and they get paler and paler and paler. So this is what you are going to do today, children. You are going to paint a picture showing tints of a colour. So you might start off with the colour red or the colour orange or green or yellow. And then you're going to be adding a little bit of white each time and painting a strip until you get as pale as you can, till it's almost white. So have a great day painting a picture, just like the artist we were learning about today, Paul Klee, and have fun. Okay, children, bye for now.